All right, good morning everyone. Welcome back to the Two-Stroke Turbo channel. Your host here, my name is Mark, and this is my shop dog Stella. We've been producing videos on little microcars for some time now, and I think you guys really like it because there's been more subscribers and more questions and comments than ever. Stella here is just sure she's going to find a squirrel. She looks hard and long enough, although I don't think she's ever seen a squirrel from the shop before. What are we working on today? Let's get right down to it. We've got microcars coming out our ears, really. They're all over the place. This is a British-built Isetta, which is scheduled to be worked on next week. We've got our old Honda N600, which is my personal car, which I can't seem to find the time to finish up. It's been painted now for a year. Paint job looks great. Got to work on the top a little bit. The Dauphine is wedged in a corner. The DKW is wedged in a corner. My own personal BMW Isetta is wedged in a corner. And that is because we have customer cars. Customers always come first. This is a beautiful little bubble car. It is a 1957 BMW Isetta. I don't know much of the history on this car, and neither does the owner. He bought it from an auction. He just really wanted one. So this is the second time I've serviced this car. It is baby blue and baby white. And what I mean by that is it is baby blue and baby white everything. Like, let's take a look here. The engine, for example, the cooling shroud is white. The engine block is blue. The cooling fan is white. Everything else is blue. The frame is completely painted. The wheel fenders inside are painted. I mean, the whole entire frame is white and blue. The springs, the wheels, the axles, everything underneath the car is painted to match the car on the top side. It's kind of ridiculous. This car has a couple of issues. The guy wants to drive it. It does not have the relocation kit. If you look, let's see if you can get it. Oh, this might be taking you upside down here, so I don't want to do that. If you look, let's see here. Here's our drive line. See if I can get a good look at that. Can you see the bend in that and the tweak on those bolts? So what we do to fix that typically is we shorten the springs, drill a hole in them, push them forward, get that drive line straight, and you have a lot less resistance. You can see the angle that drive line's at, and it creates rolling resistance. And this one has that. So I'm going to talk him into a relocation kit. It'll make these rear wheels spin easy. You can see I'm taking quite a bit of effort and they slow down. The brakes are not dragging. It's just that the guibos are in a bind. You ever have your guibos in a bind? They even painted the rock guards. These are normally polished aluminum. Painted those blue. But there is hope. They left the steering wheel black, which is really unusual. Does the horn work? Yes, it does. So, yeah, that's weird. I mean, I would have thought they would have painted the steering wheel white. The interior carries over the blue and white theme. Even painted the accessory rack. That's an accessory. Steering column is painted. Beautiful cleavage on the front. That's where the stripe comes down, goes underneath the bumper, which I don't think that's factory. I don't think they went below the bumper, and I don't think they had a pinstripe in here either. So this one's a little over restored. However, we're going to show you what the issues are with this car. Guy wants to drive it. He brought it in. It says it lists to the left, like a boat listing on the water. And I was like, well, what do you mean? How can that be? So let's take a look down here. On the driver's side here, everything is painted, of course. So our spindles, our shocks, our springs, control arms, everything's painted. But if you look here, something's going on. Like these bushings are just rubber hose that somebody's jammed in there. Same thing with this. You see the gap there in the shock bushings? That's rubber hose. Like, who would do a restoration of this caliber and then just put rubber hose in pieces of the car? And if we swing around to the passenger side, you can see the rubber hose has broken. Like if I bounce the car, there's no bushing. No bushing for the shock. Like there's nothing. Like, okay, you went through the trouble to paint these, powder coat these, whatever you did, and the cap's a different color, but you didn't put bushings in? Who does that? So I've got to put bushings in this thing. It's got to be right. Same thing with these. These don't look, I think these drag links, or what do they call them? Sliding blocks or something blocks? All bad. They're just all oozing out. Not right. That's just not right. So we're going to fix that up. Everything else looks pretty good. It's got an aftermarket chrome horn. And there's a wire hanging here. What's up with that? Huh. Okay. Well, we're going to work on this thing, make it a little better. Guy really wants to drive it. It is a beautiful little car, but it is missing a few things. We're going to have to order parts. It's going to lay over. You'll probably see it again. But just wanted to kind of show you what a really nicely restored BMW Isetta looks like, and probably somebody just couldn't find the parts or didn't have access to them, so they made some stuff, and that doesn't always work out well. Thanks for watching. We'll catch you on the next video. There's a lot of Isettas in the shop these days, so you're going to see a lot of these. I hope that's all right. See you later. We'll catch you on the next video, like I said. Bye-bye.